ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Awkward Question Time. Please welcome your host, Alex Leam.
Hello, and welcome to Awkward Question Time with me, Alex Leam, the show where we take a panel of comedians and subject them to an hour's worth of awkward and stupid questions. But they don't all come from me. Some will be coming from you as well. So if you've got an awkward question that you want to ask the panel, submit them to the panel in the comments section. More cringe the better, please. And give us a share, retweet, or subscribe to us on YouTube. While you're at it, please like my Facebook page at Alex Leam Stand Up. Follow me on Twitter at Alex Leam and search Alex Leam on YouTube. And if you haven't done so already, please like the Awkward Question Time Facebook page at Awkward Question Time. Obviously. If you're not watching us live, which I know many of you haven't been for the last few weeks, line of fucking duty, then let us know where and at what time you are watching, but do join us live Sunday nights at 8:30 p.m. Even though pub gardens are open, it's not putting me off. We're still doing this. If you are watching us on a proper TV, either live or on replay, then take a picture and send me the DM, please, because I do like seeing this being put out on a proper TV. Call it a very mild fetish. I don't know. We'll come on to that later. So yeah, take a pic now. Go on, I dare you. There we go. All right, and send it to me. And if you're enjoying the show and you want to support it, then donate via paypal.me/Alex Leam and Ko-fi.com/Alex Leam as well. All donations for tonight will be split up and divided amongst the panel. There's a very handy QR code as well. A subtle, handy QR code. There you go. Normally, the QR code's down there. So that bit. But we've got more people tonight, so we don't obscure people's faces. So there you go. Get your phone out. Donate. I'll wait. There we go. Nice. You can also submit a question to the panel, old school style, to the show's Nokia 3310. As the number is 07508 796619. That number again, 07508 796619. So yeah, send a text to this phone. There we go. Oh God, that's the point. That still says 7:30. I've just remembered there is such a time when phones didn't auto-update their time. I didn't do that when the clocks went. Anyway. So, with that in mind, let's get on tonight's panel. So please welcome, in no particular order, Cosmic Cat, Leon Blasco, the Dive Chris Terry, Steph Lang, Stu Dunlop, and Kitty Messalina. Hello to everybody.
Hello.
Right, so let's have a shift in the comments. There's people liking and commenting already. Alex English is saying, hey up. Hello, Alex. First time watching, I believe. Jordan Stokes. Hello, Alex. Probably meaning me, not Alex English. Callum Ellis, Jarvis Jones. Looking forward to the round where they kill one panel member off.
What?
Oh, didn't you get that memo, Stuart?
Oh, no. I should have been prepared for that, to be honest. Okay. I should have been prepared for that.
Roger Poulter, his autocorrect strikes again. He's just put hitter.
Could be short for Hitler.
Let's not go there. After, streaming shows like this have been cancelled for less. Yeah,
that's how one of us will be killed off.
Like, exactly.
I'm the asshole.
Could be short for Hittites then. Hittites. Famous historical people.
Hit her. Beat her to death.
No, not Hitler.
No, that's getting worse.
Oh man, I can sense the hatchet job happening already.
God, this is like my stream shows. Bloody hell!
This is where we have to kill one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, they're dying like flies because real life's happening again. George Kaufman, have a great show. George is at another hotel in a secret location. Really bored, so everyone wait to George. Hi, George.
No.
Hi, and Colin Bulger, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. In relation to out of context, Graham Whistler.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
Never gets old. Right. Oh, and a few questions coming in already from the viewers, so we'll come back to those in a second. But first proper question for all of the panel tonight, seeing as this has sparked a unbelievable amount of debate. when I put the poster up yesterday. Why are there 5 guests tonight instead of 4? Wrong answers only. So a completely incorrect answer as to why there's one more person tonight. Stu, we'll come to you. Why is there 5 guests tonight and not 4?
Well, when you invited me to be on the show, I just assumed it's the same reason I invite people to be on my show. You're desperate for friends.
I said wrong answers.
Oh. It's not right for me either. Definitely not. No. No.
Alex is just lonely.
Well, yes.
All of 6.
Very lonely and desperate for attention. This was a very plain-looking back bedroom last September before I started doing this show. Joel just screams, "Look at me, please." Katie, wrong answers only. Why is there an extra guest tonight?
I'm guessing you asked lots of people and expected to have a number, and then someone, probably me, took too long getting back to you. So you went, "Oh, it's fine, she's not doing it." And then you got an extra one and were too polite to say, "Oh, it's Phil now."
Again, wrong answers.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Any more wrong answers or wild theories?
It's from earlier conversation, it sounds like it's so that you've got a spare one to murder.
I mean, when we go live, we have the AQT Hunger Games. Did you not get your welcome pack?
Like I said, I didn't get prepared. I didn't get anything.
That shows the difference in our ages. You said Hunger Games. I was thinking Agatha Christie.
Well, I think I can solve this. I think I've been invited by mistake because my phone number is one different to Boris Johnson's. And someone rang me up and said, "Do you want to answer some awkward questions?" And that's where I got on here. I think maybe it was meant for Boris.
Whose number's been online for 15 years.
Yeah. And he would probably have to answer some awkward questions, yeah.
So you're an interior designer?
Yeah.
How did you pay for your nursery?
Well,
my wallpaper's from Aldi, so I'm not quite in the same league.
We don't know. Boris Johnson could shop at Aldi. We don't know what side of the Colin the Caterpillar debate he's on, so it's at the moment undisclosed.
You assume that Boris is enough of a man of the people to have even been to M&S, never mind Aldi.
That was once because clearly, when on the stage of the opening, like a memo was gone round from Tory Central Office just saying, if you are being interviewed by the press, say you're going for a pint to the pub. But the problem is they all sound like, I can't wait to get out and have a pint down the pub. It's like, oh, fuck off.
There was the moment Keir Starmer got thrown out of a pub, and it was a beautiful moment for me as a leftist for half a second, and then it was awful because it was like, oh, he's been thrown out by a landlord. Wait, they said he wasn't good enough opposition. Hey, because he approved of lockdowns. No. Oh, for a moment, that's like the one thing where it's like, oh.
It was that meme, wasn't it? Yes, but actually, no. It was.
I saw the footage. The landlords sent less masculine than Barbara Windsor in EastEnders. For some reason, it's like, get him out of my pub.
I like it. I think it gives him loads of street cred because you can say, listen, about 2 days after the pub opened, I was barred from one straight away, in, barred, out. That's pretty cred.
That's true. That's true.
But then on the other
side, it wasn't agreeing with Boris on all the things. He shouldn't have just been like, yes, this is fine, totally good, no need to oppose anything. It was for like saying lockdowns save lives.
The maniac.
George Coppins commented already saying, Agatha Christie, all right, Grandad. You don't have to be, you'd have to be old to know who Agatha Christie is.
Yeah, I've watched Doctor Who.
Yeah, it's like
yes, I've seen that episode as well. I don't know what you mean. Yeah.
Like I keep a candlestick next to my Nokia 310.
Yeah. Do you have like a little nightcap and like a granddad nightgown and a little candle?
Oh, God,
it's not like
a candle.
Get that.
You can only get away with that if it's a scented candle.
There we go.
Oh. This is what Alex does on the lonely nights of lockdown. Just lights a candle, runs a bath, and has some alone time. and then realised this is overbooked AQT.
There we go. Alexa, play some Kenny G.
This is part of the murder ritual.
Oh, actually, no, Sean, copyright. Hang on. Alexa,
No,
stop.
Getting... pay his
Alexa,
pay
you're
his
gonna get us
non-union
kicked off.
equivalent. Pay his non-union equivalent, Kenny P.
Now that's a character act waiting to happen.
I'll get right on
Alexa,
that.
order
Get
a
right
bottle
on.
of champagne.
No. I remember when Steph was on at Christmas, we got completely booted off Facebook because of my repeated playing of Wham.
Yeah, because you decided to go on the attack there, which was unacceptable for Whamageddon.
Yeah,
No
playing
PvP.
I was playing a small small snippet from the music video. I've learnt my lesson with small snippet.
Whoop to do.
Still mad about it. It's May, and I'm just like, I was supporting you. I was watching your show, and then you did that to me.
So how long before Graham sues you for copyright infringement?
Yeah.
Probably next week when he starts watching the show again. Now, when Line of Duty finishes. Once upon a time, he used to watch on catch up. Not anymore. Thought we were friends.
You think it's all fun and games, then you become a meme.
Yeah, out of context, Graham Whistler. Daniel live because 5 guests instead of 4 is cheating. Yeah, all right, Daniel. All right, whatever.
Because Alex cheats and everything. Yes, we covered this.
Yes, this all came out last week. That every panel show that I've guested on during lockdown, I've cheated on.
Absolute asshole.
It's not that bad.
How do you cheat?
You fucking piece of shit.
Just on behalf of every competitive person ever who has been consistently losing at things throughout this lockdown, I'm just furious.
I've got a good sort of like vacant face when I open another tab and gone to Google. I've opened another tab now. I've gone on to Google. Nobody ever knew.
I love how we started with suggesting that Alex has invited us to basically be friends with him, and now we're all just calling him a cheating prick. Like, I love where this has gone.
John Morris, what? Did you cheat on Lark Lord? No, I lost.
You cheated and you still lost.
I got to the final and I lost. So
Yeah, but you got to the final, so you got through the first round then. What happened there? What did you do?
Petition to ban Alex from other live streams.
Because you can vote for your favourite people on that one. So did you vote for yourself? Did you log in?
No.
No?
No,
Nokia.
that's the point. No, I didn't cheat on Lark Lord.
Yeah.
One show.
There was 100 votes from Agatha Christie. 100 votes from Agatha Christie. Agatha P. Christie. Agatha G. Christie.
Poirot. Smarple.
Okay. Any more before we go on to the next question? No. Cool.
We're very disappointed in you.
I gathered.
It's great to be on your show, you dickhead.
And there's no way to cheat at this show in Revenge. You can't just like look up the answers to fucking awkward questions. Like
No, you'd be pleased to hear there is no way that you can possibly cheat.
What to do?
That's going right in the wank bank, guys. Right in the wank bank.
yeah, I was thinking it'd be like a pull yourself away from the edge. It's like, oh, I can't think of whoop-de-doo. I'm okay. I've got another few minutes.
Thanks, I'll remember that. Yeah. If you ever want to delay the inevitable, just think of Graham Whistler's face.
Yeah,
It's been a long
an editing
lockdown.
tool.
There are going to be some people who are having some fun for the first time in months.
Like a palate cleanser.
Quick draws.
There will. There will. So that's the top tip that we're taking from tonight, folks. If you feel yourself coming too quickly, just conjure up the image of Graham.
What to do?
See, I've just lost it now completely. It's just gone.
Well,
so
how many times have we seen that? That's like 10 times. So like it's going to take me hours to get any kind of orgasm tonight.
There we go.
Delay.
Congratulations to any partners you have.
you're welcome. You are welcome. To cheat at AQS, you need to not feel awkward during it. An impossible challenge. Oh God, yeah, that's the point. Roger reminded me. Yes! You took down Larklord with the copyright strike. Yes, I did.
Yeah. See.
Because
just ruining everyone else's shows.
Sabotaging it on purpose.
Thanks.
If I can't win, nobody can.
Thanks for reminding John of that, Roger. Thanks.
This is how Alex gets cancelled.
Oh wait, there was Cake Gate about whether you baked.
Yes!
Oh shit! Oh
yes,
yeah, right.
Cheated.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah. To add context to that, what one of the rounds was to, I think it was like in the final they made it very vague, so it's like do something amazing. So I thought I'd recreate the Miss Imp logo from Cake, but I thought, bugger that, I can't be asked to make a cake, so I bought a Madeira cake from Asda and then iced it and then made out that I made the cake.
And the letters didn't even go all the way across, honestly.
No, they didn't. I misjudged the letters. The final P went right over the edge. I ate all of the cake myself. Cried a bit.
Like, that's the worst thing you could have done afterwards. It's like, and I ate the whole thing.
To be honest, that's fine. That's acceptable. It would have been worse if he claimed to have eaten it and it turned out he'd like put it in the bin. Like, like this time next week we'll find out, and another lie has been revealed in the latest Alex Leam scandal.
The show should basically be renamed Alex's Confession Time. It really should.
The confession booth. That would be brilliant.
Confession booth. Ooh.
Okay. Yes. Confess your lockdown sins before we go into the outside world again. On to our next question. Rapidly changing the subject. What is the most inventive way you've managed to procrastinate? So it could be what random topic that you have found yourself looking up, the most random act that you've been doing instead of getting on with a job, the most memorable, and why the fuck am I doing this thing that sticks in my mind was I was supposed to be working on someone's fringe poster, and then I find myself spending half an hour reading the Wikipedia article on Tizer.
I was supposed to be working the other day and I Googled worm face close up. They're terrible. They're like,
that's beautiful.
Horrible thing.
Down the wormhole.
Where did that come from, though? What prompted that?
I just wanted to know what a worm looks like.
It's just your brain, man.
You know? Like a normal person.
See, I'm ADHD, so I can be distracted with anything, but that is now going to haunt my dreams.
Look at that, man.
No! Oh, why?
Oh, they get better. That one.
Oh, that's quite cute.
That's quite
one of my favorite Wikipedia pages I stumbled across on a wiki hole once was animals with fraudulent degrees. Not the ones with legitimate degrees, because that's a separate article. It's all like someone who's put like a citation in their CV in their paper, and it turns out that it's like, you know, the cat, and they've like been like Mr. Buttons, PhD or whatever.
So giving my future pet a fraudulent doctor. Definitely happening now.
Also, talking about ADHD, I'm looking into getting a diagnosis for myself of that at the moment. And I tried to order 2 ADHD books on the internet the other day, and it took me 2 hours because I kept getting distracted by other things. And being like, what was I doing? ADHD books. That's what I wanted to get.
Didn't
they have buy now? They must have had a buy now for that kind of thing. Buy now. Said now.
It should have been a simpler process. It was like 3 clicks. Terrible.
Surely just saying that to your doctor will instantly get you the diagnosis.
I hope so.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
I go through phases where I get really like into certain illnesses or disorders, and I went through like a multiple personality disorder phase where I was just like watching all these YouTubers and then like getting to know all their different personalities. And then yeah, great.
That's high level procrastination to get to know the personality of a YouTuber whose video you just started to watch. So that's really going back some.
Procrastination, I tend to kind of justify it in a way that it's like doing something really helpful. So especially for someone else. So if someone else has mentioned they're like thinking of moving, I'll spend 6 hours looking up properties to send them a short list that I've made a little like color-coded spreadsheet of like, this one's got a dishwasher you could rent, and this one's a little further out of town, but look at the views. And like, it's, you know, I like helping my friends, but I feel like I go too far just because I didn't want to pick the clothes off my floor and like sort my own shit out and all the like 60 things on my own to-do list, and it's like, I've done something good. It wasn't what I needed to do, was even especially asked to do, or it's just like, oh, but you know, I'm really into this now, and like I don't think that they're as good at me as finding like a good hardwood floor. So
nice. John Morris has said he started watching videos on earthquakes instead of doing Labour Party work. And in context, he works for the Labour Party, just in case anyone wants to know. And you can also make your own jokes. John Morris also said earlier, going to be honest, would have given you more points if you submitted the video of you smashing down the whole cake.
But he didn't. It's a lie.
George Coppin, Alex is going to cheat at live gigs when they restart. The fact that I've been doing stand-up since 2010, George, and I've still got fucking nowhere, should tell you that I'm not going to cheat at live gigs.
Maybe it should be that now the time to start cheating at gigs.
Just pretend to be other comedians.
This is how I found out the knack.
Just watch another comedian, write down what he says, and then go up and say that. Make sure you get lots of laughs.
You could be a mime comedian. You could be like Cher and have it on in the background and just mime over the top.
Lip sync to someone else's set.
Yeah.
Or Alex,
get the correct timing right.
Or you can do Alex, or you can do what I do, just yell in an American accent. Apparently people find that funny. So I don't have to come up with anything. I just yell in an American accent, and that apparently is all my stand-up needs to be. So
yeah, I just point at my vagina and then that's it. Just like, check this out. Hilarious.
I can't do that, Steph. See, that's the problem. Me and Alex can't do that.
You can point at my vagina anytime you like.
Oh, thank you. Consent is important. That was why I needed to clear.
You can get a special compass so we can find out wherever we are in the UK where Steph's vagina is, so we can just point.
An app. There's an app waiting to happen there.
It was like the Pirates of the Caribbean one, and you know Jack Sparrow's one, which shows him like what he most desires, which is usually the black pearl, and then it turns into being people and stuff. But like, if you're really into
Steph's pearl,
and that's around it, really into
it's Steph's pearl.
Yeah, my pearl.
I mean,
it's a magnetic pearl.
That's the Pirates film they never made.
I mean, the easiest thing would be just to find. But the easiest thing is just find Steph, and then the vagina is going to be nearby, isn't it? Isn't that the easiest way of doing it?
Yeah,
it's got to be near.
Sure,
you rarely leave it at home.
Got to be near-ish.
It's always to hand.
Yeah, that's another common procrastination technique. It's not inventive, but I'm sure no one's mentioned the procrastination. You know.
Yeah.
I have procrastinated dates and seeing people and hookups because I was busy with myself. And I don't know if that's just narcissism or laziness, but it's like I should be getting out to go out, but I'm busy with myself.
I was cheating on you with me.
Like, we were meant to meet at 8 and it's 8:30 and I'm still at home, but also.
Nice.
To be honest, that's quite a good start to a date, though. If that's how the date starts, you know, that's quite nice.
Well, no, because then it's like, again.
And food, and then well, you get food, take a rest.
Yeah, build up no expectations.
Food afterwards is good. I mean, you know, just keep the blood alcohol.
Or you just, you know, deja vu, and you're like, wait, I did this bit earlier and it was better. What are you doing here?
Set too high a bar. Yeah.
What are you adding here?
Angles.
Yeah.
Callum Ellis Jarvis Jones has set quite an interesting question, which is, how many questions will get done tonight? Taking bets now, because recently we almost beat our record for least amount of questions asked in an hour, which was 3.
Well, this is now the 3rd.
This is now the 3rd.
3.5 an hour. So yeah.
I think we're on a roll tonight. Keep them snappy, keep them coming. Text the Nokia.
PCM.
So yeah. Oh yes. Oh hello.
Oh. Is it George Coffin? I feel like he always comments on YouTube and on Nokia.
No, it's somebody without the number saved, and they've just put, hope you're not going to cheat tonight, Alex. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Whoever you are.
Joker's going to be running to the ground over the next month.
That's not a question.
It's Agatha Christie. That's who it is. She's always concerned about that sort of thing. Cheating, murder.
It was Agatha all along.
Right, so let's put a number on this. I'll write these down. I'll say 6. Kat, how many questions do you think we'll get through tonight?
7.
7, going one higher. Nice. Chris?
8.5.
Ooh. Not impossible. I think it's been done before. Kitty?
I feel like when you're in charge of the show and when the questions come up and you put a bet, then that kind of puts us all at like. So Alex says 6, and he notoriously cheats, and it's his own show. So I'm saying 6.
Split the money.
6. Okay. Stu, with that summation in mind, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Kat just because I fancy being a contrarian. I'm gonna say 7.
7. Okay, and finally, Seth.
5. I'm going to say 5, and then once we get to 5, I'll just keep screaming and screaming and screaming until the end of the show.
All right, just like a full-on, sort of like prolonged. Ah! Oh, hello, and there's Kat.
Oh.
Cat. Wow.
She wants
But
to
then
answer
again,
all
you know,
questions.
Alex cheats and he can take you off the screen. Like,
Fuck.
yeah, you see. Although now I've pointed out his cheating.
Can't I?
See, the Hunger Games didn't happen. There we go.
Now
Someone's
I've
gonna
pointed
pick
out
power.
his cheating. He's now not going to do 6 despite me. But now I've said that. Oh, who knows?
Well, now we know who's getting murdered at the end of the show.
Yes, finally, success, death, the millennial dream.
Has just said hi. Has just joined us on YouTube. Hello, Kirsty. Hello. John Morris, I've lost the damn Nokia number.
That's half a question. Because the
Is
next
it?
bit is, what is it?
You can't. That is your 0.5.
Yeah, 0.5.
Yeah.
Lost it.
There's
What
the
is it?
Nokia number. If you want to send a text, it would be great if you did put your name if I've not got your number saved. 07508 796619. That number again. Stu, can you scream the number in an American accent?
If you want to call Alex Leam, you go on 07508 796 619. And it's in the imperial system, not the fucking metric.
Very good. It's very good.
That's done the job. Look. Right.
They're
messages
coming in
received.
droves.
Oh, John Morris. There we go.
I'm
Who's
gonna
just
save the number.
John Morris has just texted me to say, found it. Thanks, John. Who else? Have you got this number saved? Is what somebody is just text. No, I haven't. I don't know who you are. So, yeah. So there we go. There's the number. Everyone point down at the number.
I want someone to save the number and then at a random time, maybe 2 weeks from now, just text you, I'm behind you.
Oh, there's been all sorts of random shit being sent through to that phone. And I mean, really creepy sometimes. Really.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that, Alex. Couldn't resist.
That's all right. John Morris has just texted back again. Oh, and he sent a question by text. And that is, what is the best thing you've ever found? What is the best thing you've ever found? I think for me, it would be a big wedge of money that I didn't hand in and I pocketed.
Oh, nice.
It was on Bournemouth Seafront when I used to live down there, and it was 80 quid.
I lost 80 quid in Bournemouth Seafront. Did it have a picture of the Queen on the front? If I had a picture of the Queen on it, that was mine. I remember the front looked like a queen. The Queen.
So I don't know if it counts, and it's not that exciting. But the first time I ever had a gin and tonic, I was out drinking in a pub that I'd got into on underage, which was already exciting. Gay pub, very exciting. And I was impressing a girl I'd liked for a decade, and I was quite drunk. And there was several glasses that had been abandoned in the kind of pub garden bit at the back. And I decided, logical drunk decision, to just keep like drinking all the leftover drinks people had left behind. And that was the first time I had a gin and tonic, because I just got, colourless glass of mystery fluid. Time to neck this. That's a safe thing to do. And I went, what's that? And then the lass I was with had the last little bits and went, oh, that's a gin and tonic. And that's how I learned what gin and tonic tasted like.
Oh,
That was, I think, the best thing I found. We also fucked for the first time that night. So, I don't know if it was the gin.
Bravo. Apologies for the random full screening in the middle of that, just because
No, that was a cat. I completely
the
understand.
cat moved off screen. The caption "Cosmic Cat" was there, and it was just actually her cat there for a second. So I just thought that would be brilliant, just to full screen it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so there we go.
sorry about that. It's just I went to get my little plastic dinosaurs because this is the best thing that I've found. I find both of these in two different places. One was on my street, and another one was in a random park. And I thought I'm going to start a collection of random little dinosaurs that I find.
Amazing.
And I've only got two so far. So
I found an AK-47 once.
Really?
Yeah,
When? How?
in the street. So I lived in Saudi, and we used to have armed guards, and one of them had left their gun on the floor while they went to the toilet. So I found it, but it's weird. 'Cause well, what do? You can't really leave it there in case somebody else finds it, but you don't really want to pick it up in case somebody thinks you are, going to kill somebody. So I just sort of stood there looking at it and going, "Look at that! It's a gun."
Did you have a phone on you?
I did have a phone, but who'd you ring? I found the police. I found the gun. I could have done that, I suppose. But then he came up the toilet and went, "Oh, this gun." So I think he realized he'd lost it when he went to the toilet, and then he came out, and then there it was. Thank goodness.
That must be great to live in a community where you just gone like, "Oh no, where have I left me AK-47?"
I mean, I'll be honest with you. These were not the top level guys. I'd be surprised if there was real bullets in it. I reckon it's probably wooden bullets, but still.
yeah, still.
I didn't realise you were such a badass.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's just wooden bullets. Nothing to worry about. It's fine. Fine. Is he frozen now, or is he just really?
Oh, no.
Oh, he's frozen. There he is. He's back. So what he says. So.
A thing that I found in lockdown number 1, I was isolating by myself, and I went full mental, and spent a lot of time in the woods, and and I found this. Isn't she amazing?
Let me full screen this. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
She's a muntjac skull. Her name is Skeletoni Braxton. Obs. Amazing. And then I went back to the woods recently to visit the area and I found so much more of her. I dug around, and now I've got all kinds of shit. I've got ribs, I've got vertebrae. I might be insane. And then I can show you some ribs, vertebrae. What?
Have you worked out what it is?
It's a muntjac, I think.
Are you sure you just didn't stumble across a pet cemetery and you've just been digging up?
Yeah, it's actually a dog.
Yeah.
Leg.
You sure that wasn't just somebody's lunch or something, or somebody's takeaway?
Someone's eating a whole deer.
This feels like this does feel like the beginning of some kind of low budget B movie horror.
Best thing I found is my cat, to be fair. He was a stray. Just went, yes, you are staying here now. And he agreed.
He chose you.
I
He
suppose
moved in, and we said, yes, this seems a very good idea.
I suppose I could be super. I suppose I could be. Best thing that I found was my partner, because we just sort of randomly stumbled into each other in a thing, and then just like we found out the big thing that we had in common was we were both uni students living in a flat with fucking awful flatmates, and we just we spent our first kind of proper thing together was we went in a pub and we had a few drinks and just yelled about our flatmates for like 3 hours, and then like that was our first bonding moment. Exactly, that was our first, and we still, I think we still yell about. Now we're living together. I think we still spend our time yelling about each other's cohabitants on a regular basis.
The current ones, each other.
Yeah. I'm probably worse than her.
You bonded over hate.
I mean, that's normal.
That's passion.
That
makes
sense.
There's a dating app called Hater where it matches you on the things that you hate. That you really hate.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'd be curious to do that, even on for non-romantic reasons. I just would love to see what people like would hate that I hate. Like if someone actually gets what I hate.
Chips and milkshake.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
we hate together. I thought it was to find someone who was like the worst person for you to hate fuck them. I thought it was one of those like, you are so incompatible. You
Although
will never
that
be together after
probably-
this. Have a
That probably
date.
exists. That probably exists, and if it doesn't, it needs to.
I
But
love
Match
the
me with the
concept.
biggest bastard.
But what would worry me is what if you both hated something similar but was slightly different? Like if you were like, I don't know, if you both hated, I don't know, a certain type of food, but one of you hated it cooked one way and one of you hated it another way, and actually you were quite close, but then you weren't actually that close.
I hate AK-47s with wooden bullets, and I hate AK-47s with real bullets.
With
What
metal
would be a
bullets.
good- What would be a good name for a hate fucking app?
Oh, whoop to do, whoop to do.
Good work. Good work. John Morris, what takeaways deliver animal heads? That sounds like the setup to a joke. If anyone gets the punch sign, yeah.
Deliveroo could deliver kangaroos.
I was just thinking Deliveroo.
Nice. Nice. Dora Flowers, she found rock bottom. Oh, nice
Thing
one.
you found.
Yeah, first one of the night. Just see you, Dora. That's nice. We like that. That was good.
I found the
good.
will to live for a moment. That was cool.
That's progress. Nice.
And then that silence there where Alex is like, is she serious? Like, there was a moment of legitimate concern on his face there.
Just broadcasting everything crumbling. It's cool. It's fine. Millennial finger guns and peace signs, and we're all good.
Right. A couple more messages received on the text. John Morris is back in touch again. Okay, right. So John has put questions for Alex. Are you purposely wearing that shirt to ensure everyone can see that you do, in fact, have chest hair? Thanks,
My
John.
screen's really tiny. I can't see. And I've
Yeah,
also
make
not,
yourself full screen and zoom in, please.
I've not got my glasses on.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Very strokeable.
Yeah.
That's been
Say whoop-de-doo. Say whoop-de-doo. Do it for me, baby. Say whoop-de-doo.
Oh, whoop to do, whoop to do.
There you go. We're back in the room. We're all right.
Oh, yeah. That's the good shit.
It's like one of those pay-per-view things, but with a special fetish. Say whoop-de-doo. Say it.
And that, kids, is how I started my OnlyFans.
God, I was getting ready to
Show me your
show.
chest hair.
Getting ready for this show, trying to find clothes that fit, and just constantly finding things and being like, I need to be wearing more than this, otherwise it's a very different streaming service. Just finding things like, this is stunning. That's
I can't
got a
believe
jacket on and everything.
I can't believe I've just been told to show less chest. That's never happened before.
Oh, you show as much as you want. Own your
you
body.
go. Yeah, come on, celebrate.
Don't let them slut shame you, you big whore.
Like, get the shirt off, just keep the jacket on.
Oh no, don't be that wanker.
I'm not.
That wanker.
No. I just,
Like they're celebrating, and then there's shirtless with a jacket.
for a second there, it felt like Kitty and Steph were kind of like the devil and the angel on each shoulder. So hang on, if I put myself there, then there we go. So yes, Steph,
Am I
don't
the
be that
devil or the
wanker. You're don't be that wanker. You'll be that wanker.
You're better than that.
Me,
Be that wanker. Do
then
it.
me, Kat, and Leon are basically the three gods above, just shaking our heads in disapproval.
Just judging.
Yeah, we're just the judging gods above.
Why do we make these humans?
You said you were the judging gods, and therefore Alex immediately replaced you with himself again. I must
So
be
now
the
I'm the torment. Yeah.
Free the nipple, Alex. Later, Callum. Later. Got to do something to keep people from looking over to line of duty. I found Alex cheating on my show.
Other one.
Yeah. Anywho. Right, on to our next question. So keep your questions coming in for the panel. Viewer questions. Hashtag free the chest hair. Thanks, John. Random texter whose name I don't have saved has I put my name in the text, Alex, but you didn't. You're just messing with me now. I have no idea.
Also, that's a different texter because the first one who said, "Do you have this number saved?" was me.
Was it? Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I was waiting to see if you went, you're on the show. And you went, no, I'd have it saved. And it was like, oh, excellent. But now it's if someone was pretending to be me and I can't have that shit.
So then you sent the follow-up text saying, I'm going to have some fun with this.
I said, oh, I can abuse this, was the...
Yeah, you abuse it, yeah.
But then I've blown it by someone else being, I put my name in it. No, you fucking didn't. You're not me.
This is more confusing a show than I actually thought when I thought it came on.
It's got hidden depths. It's got hidden depths. Well, what can I say?
Like your chest hair.
Someday they'll be writing. Someday English language professors will be writing articles about this show. So they'll be writing pamphlets about this.
We live in hope. On to our next question. Have you ever Googled yourself? And if so, what is the most unexpected thing you have found? We'll come to Kat first because you're having a very enthusiastic nod. So, Kat, what have you found that was unexpected when you Googled yourself?
So I used to be a showbiz reporter for The Sun. And I Googled... Yeah. I Googled my name while I was working there, and it was like the title of the article was a very long and wordy title, like it wouldn't have been printed in any respectable publication, but it was like Kathy Giddens, Sun journalist, writes an article about the gender pay gap and gets it completely wrong. And then it was just like a total slag article about the fact that I'd like got a fact wrong about the gender pay gap. And then the comments under it were like, oh yeah, women have no grey matter. It's all empty space up there.
Wow.
Oh, that's because the comment section is normally so nice. Those things, man. Oh, that's awful.
No. And then I wanted to reveal myself in the comments, and then I was like, oh no, this was like from 2 months ago. I feel like if I comment now, it just looks really petty, like I can't get over it. And also it would reveal the fact that I've been Googling myself.
Fair enough.
See,
Top that.
I've got about 20 different names. And so every now and then I do just kind of check to make sure everything's kind of the appropriate levels of security settings on each different name of things. And then every now and then I'm like, oh, I'll see what's up there. And I'll be like, oh, there's like a review of a show or something, which I didn't know how to review, and being like, oh, cool, thanks. Oh, good, it's positive. Like, I forgot that I did that thing years ago, whatever, performing, whatever, and just kind of like, oh, that's cool. I'd entirely forgotten that I had acting, comedy, whatever, and just, when you think you know all the things people have written because you're like, look, I've got a review, and you've shared it and you found it and that was already at the time, and then it's like 6 years later and you're like, oh shit, yeah, I was in that play. That's good. My name. What?
It was only through Googling my own name that I found out that Peter Fox, comedy critic, existed. So that's the only reason why I found out that Pete has his comedy review.
The Not Comedy Review.
Yes, exactly. George Coppin. I Googled myself, and the third thing that came up was George Coppin obituary. KD Hinkin, bonus question. Did you have to go on images and turn off safe search just to see the aforementioned unexpected thing? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because when I wrote this question earlier today, I thought, I haven't actually Googled myself in a while. I'll have a look just to see what is there. And the most unexpected thing that I found was, I didn't realise, I've got an IMDb entry.
Wow. Please.
Which was for 3 improv shows that I guested on last summer. And that, for some reason, has earned me an IMDb entry.
Yeah, I got one of them as well.
Improv.
Yeah, I got one of them. I didn't know that happened either. Because I did look, and then I was on it, and it was like, oh, that's good. I didn't know that, but there you go.
Does that qualify us to have a Wikipedia entry now that we've got IMDb credits?
I don't know. Mine's under a different name though, so it's a bit weird.
Okay.
But I did have when I Googled myself, I had someone set up a fake Facebook for me. So I used to be a teacher, and then they set up a fake Facebook page, my name and everything on it. But the thing was, it was quite nice. There were like nice things said and stuff, but I was very nervous because obviously it wasn't anything to do with me. And then And every so often I look back and there are people making comments on it, but that's clearly not mine. And then another one, someone, and I don't know how they did this. I was on like a game show in the 2000 or something, and they'd taken the clip of the game show and overdubbed it with just an Irish guy swearing. It was so weird. And then it was because I was a teacher, and this kid came and said, "What did you do this?" And I went, "What?" And it was like me on this game show, but they'd overdubbed me with some mad Irish swearing. I'm like, "What the hell is that? Who did that?" And it was on the internet for ages, and now I think it's died off and disappeared. But it was just obscene swearing. It was quite funny, I suppose, but yeah, it was weird. Those two are my weirdest ones.
Cool. Were you just Googling yourself just then, Steph? Just to see?
I was, yeah. And I just reminded myself of a horrible 2-star review I got a couple of years ago. Shit. I'd wiped that from my memory already.
Is this what triggers the screaming that makes sure that you win the sweepstake of how many questions? Is anyone keeping tally, by the way? Because I'm not.
We're on 8.5, I think.
Oh, are we? That's handy.
Perfect.
That's
Perfect.
handy.
We can just coast to the end now. No, I've Googled myself, and I always get a little bit like I always get like I'm wrong situation because I have been often, because I'm from the Wirral, I'm from near Liverpool, and the accent is clearly giving that away. And I was always seen as just posh at home, and I'm from an actual working class family, so I don't know where this voice came from, where this accent came from. I Google myself and I look at my own name, and it's all these posh professions. It's like, head of the University of Music, the head of music at the University of Reading. And there was one who was the leader of like a Cambridge athletics club, and like a chartered stuff like that. And it's all like these, middle class, upper class people. And I'm just like, is my name just designed to be for people who are above their own station? Is it just for haughty people to be called Stuart Dunlop? Like, that's just been something that's irked me.
If I can just say to a couple of viewers, Callum and KD, if you can stop having a blazing row in the comments, that would be brilliant. Because I can't keep up with any other questions or anything that's rated coming in.
Oh, I'll be watching afterwards.
Or actually, no, let's encourage it. Fight.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah. Right. Peter Amos, I found there's only one person on the internet with the same name as me, and he's more interesting. Tell us more. Tell us more. Oh, no, he has told us more. Oh, man, has he told us more? Look at that. He's told us a lot more.
Oh, wow.
The page again.
Yeah,
Peter Amos.
That is very interesting.
In fact, actually, Stu, can you shout all of this in an American accent for us?
Fucking hell. Peter Amos, drums. Peter took up drums age 14. After 3 years at sea with the Merchant Navy, he returned to London to play as a professional musician, giggling around town, possibly giggling with the likes of Diz Tinsley, Manfred Mann, Monty Sunshine, and Al Fairweather. He drummed for Owen Bryce, Mick Mulligan, George Melly, Ken Sims, and Long John Baldry. Pete spent 10 years touring Europe with German and Dutch jazz and dance bands. Upon retiring to Torrevieja, he joined All That.
Bravo. There is actually a couple more paragraphs to that, but that's far too much than what StreamYard can cope with. It won't even let me put that up on screen.
Also, props to anyone who knows Long John Baldry, because he was the voice of Dr. Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon.
Amazing.
The 90s one.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's one of the weird factoids I know. Yeah, he's like, Long John Baldry was the Dr. Robotnik in the 90s Sonic cartoon. Bizarre little fact, but yeah.
I feel like we've learned something. Peter Amos also says you should update your photo on IMDb, Alex. I looked into it. Apparently, I have to pay. So, yeah. John Morris, sort of related, but I recently discovered I'm 2 degrees away from Kevin Bacon. I think that's called stalking. But let us know more, John. Let us know more. Has everyone given us their Google stories?
I was just going to say that Giggling Around Town would be a good name for a comedy.
Yeah.
That would be a good night. That would be a good night, that.
That sounds like a good hen night, you know? Like, oh, what did you guys get up to the weekend? Oh, not much, just giggling around town.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the cheeky secrets. It's like, we're not telling. We were just giggling.
So we're going to finish. We're going to finish the show with a game related to a game that we played last week. Last week we finished the show by me giving vague descriptions of films, and you had to guess what the film was. So tonight I'm giving oversimplified TV shows. So I want to give each of you a vague outline of a well-known TV show, and it's your job to guess what it is. Okay.
I've still not seen Line of Duty. Just throwing it out there.
That's fine. That's fine. Neither have I. There's a clash. So we're going to come to you first, Kitty. Are you ready?
Okay.
Sells meth to pay for cancer treatment. This is what happens when you don't have universal health care.
Breaking Bad. Come on.
Breaking Bad is absolutely the right answer. Yes, absolutely the right answer. Yeah, Breaking Bad. Right, it would help if I get rid of that before I go back onto that. I should know how to work this. There we go. So a nice easy one to start with. Stu, coming to you next. Overpaid twat with beard shares mansion with pink rubber twat with yellow spots.
Oh God. I feel like I shouldn't be young, and I should be too young to know this. But this sounds like, is this Noel's house party at all?
It's exactly right. Noel's house party.
I don't think I was born when that came out, but yeah, I still know it. Like, oh no, because actually, fun story on that. Like, I was on a show, Social Distance Warriors, 2 months ago, and shout out to Ray, but we were on a show with an American. Like, I was on the show, and one of the other guests was an American punk band, and it was most of the guests were British, so they were just sort of being a bit bewildered by the Britishisms that were going on. And then after the show, they started going, they got more enthusiastic and were like, show us more British stuff that we don't know about. So the host showed them Mr. Blobby. And I have never seen such horror on the faces of strangers as that moment that they were forced to watch Mr. Blobby.
Have you seen Mr. Blobby Dalek?
The what?
Beautiful. Someone made a Dalek with the like Mr. Blobby colouring, and it's like British TV, and it's just like anyone who doesn't, if that's not their thing, we're just kind of go, what the fuck is this? And it's just a Mr. Blobby Dalek.
Oh my God.
I mean, the thing was, the relationship between Mr. Blobby was never really explained. Was it what Noel and Mr. Blobby, were they lovers? Were they like related? Was he just a house guest and just paying rent?
Yeah,
were they there? Look at that, looks like his lover there.
Was they
photo with your
one of them a captor?
They took turns on that, I think.
Yeah.
Mr. Blobby.
So are you saying that Mr. Blobby was a verse top?
I think whatever the relationship between them, it was also sub-dom, even if they were family.
Oh, Blobby was definitely a dog. Let's be fair. Like,
was this Stu? This show you were describing, was that Kirsty Summers' show?
Yes, it was. Yes.
That was me. That was my show.
You remember that, Kirsty? You remember that?
I'll get you the screenshot of CJ's face.
Yes, please do. He was one of the members of the band. I'm
guessing it's not the Michael Douglas. Try Googling your name and see what comes up. Mr. Blobby looks like he should be on a register. You can tell who's top from that photo. Mr. Blobby was Keith Chegwin. Do you know? Can you back that up with anything, Daniel? Because
I wouldn't be surprised. Let's be fair.
Did anyone else, when Keith Chegwin was alive, did anyone else get blocked by him on Twitter?
Is Keith Chegwin dead?
Yeah. Keith Chegwin's dead.
When did that happen? What happened?
Quite a while ago, but when he was alive, Keith Chegwin
He was
used
a
to
sixth
post
guest, an awkward question.
Yeah, and he was superfluous, so we bumped him off. No, Keith Chegwin got a lot of hate from comedians for basically tweeting other comedians' jokes. So one day he blocked everyone who had comedian as in their profile, me included. I've still got the screenshot. So I was blocked by Keith Chegwin for no reason.
Don't know who that is.
No. The feud continues. Just to clarify, I actually love me a bit of Mr. Cullen Davis Jarvis Jones. Not quite as much as an Alex, even when he cheats at games, but close. Mwah. Yeah, I did cheat on your show, Callum. Yes, KD. Sorry. John Morris has clarified his 2 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. He was in a film with Toby Jones, who has starred in films with Kevin Bacon. Finally, I get to use that. Finally. Okay. That's a point. We're halfway through the game, aren't we? Did you cheat on Keith Chegwin? No, George. No. Just no. Peter, you must imagine trying to pitch Mr. Blobby to a producer nowadays without drugs. No, I'd like to give it a try.
I mean, have you watched In the Night Garden? That shit is.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's the same thing, isn't it?
That's
There's just
scary.
more of them.
Steph,
Me.
we'll come to you next for your vague description of a TV show.
Okay.
Cockneys with no money but can still afford drinks in the only pub in East London that's not been turned into flats.
Is that EastEnders?
Absolutely right. Yes, that is EastEnders.
Yay!
Well done. Well done. Yes. Next one. I was just about to say that, Kitty. I've got no idea what was he referencing?
In the Night Garden, wasn't it?
In the Night Garden. Yeah, trippy shit. Kat, yours. Claire Foy turns into Olivia Colman after 2 series.
The Crown.
Absolutely right. Yes, that's The Crown.
I've been watched that recently.
Cool. Chris, you're next. Yeah. Geordie teenager gets shot in the eyes with a paint gun, goes on to multi-million-pound pop career.
So glad that you got this one.
Biker Grove.
Yes, Biker Grove. And I do believe that is Ant, top left.
It is. Look at his massive head.
Why
Yeah,
together?
I'm saying nothing.
Where's
Is that
Dick?
before Deck? They got before Deck.
They were
I didn't really look before
PJ
Deck.
and Duncan.
I can't see Deg anywhere.
Unless Deck.
He's too
She's a
short.
short lady.
So you might
No.
see Ant and Deck. Which one is sub and
That is a bombshell question to
I
end.
feel
on.
like Ant's the top.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's a soft top and like it's very
you're saying they could
Vanilla
switch?
Spice.
Like,
No, I
you're
think
saying
it's
they
like
could
Vanilla
potentially switch?
Spice. There's not that much.
Well, he is
Deck is
taller.
below him.
See, all right.
Deck
right,
is
proven
just below.
right.
Hang on.
There we go.
Let me get the picture back
You
up.
see, they did an April Fool
Yes,
where they
he
said
is.
that they were
Oh
gonna-
yeah, he's,
hilarious.
he's just the head though. Look, he's just the head. There's nothing else to him.
I forgot he had that 90s centre parting. Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on,
Oh.
and I thought that one was a
I-
lass. I think the one I thought was a girl was Deck.
There are some,
He's got the number 3 sticking out of his head.
Yeah. I thought that was a girl.
there's some
Who's 4,
horrendous.
5, and 6 then?
Wait, who's the guy with the mutton? Who's the guy with the mutton chops and the bushy mustache at number 5?
That's
That
Jeff.
he just looks really out of place. Like
He-
he,
he
just
was-
looks like
he was the
should
only
not
grown-up.
be in a photo with a bunch of kids.
He was
Like,
the grown-up
yeah.
that ran Biker Grove.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like a castle. They got a school.
Yeah, I can't remember the castle myself. That must have. Yeah, I can't. I have no recollection of the castle. Still, there we are. And that is it. That is absolutely bang on 1 hour. First time that's ever happened. Anyone keep tally of how many questions we got through?
Definitely
No, I'm
8.5.
still looking.
8.5.
I want to say we got 6, and I know it's 6.5 maybe if we count the half. But like,
We'll give it a Leon. It seems 8.5
fuck it,
seems about.
why not?
We'll see, that seems
I'm
about
still
right.
looking for the blobby Dalek. Gonna find it.
Nothing like everyone Google Blobby Dalek and make it
I
trend.
googled it. You find shit ones. There's a particular one I can't find.
Okay.
I just want Blobby Dalek to
like-
trend. That's legitimately
Yeah, just do it.
my main goal now for the rest of the night.
Fair
So I make
enough.
Blobby
Found
Dalek
it!
trend.
I found it.
Oh, okay. Full screening. Blobby. Oh my god.
Ooh, that's
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Wow.
That's actually
Sweet
quite
dreams,
scary.
every-
Please tell me you
That
can buy
is-
this.
British
That is
TV. What is British TV? That is British TV. There we go.
There you go, CJ. There's
That is what would have happened if Doctor Who
Hashtag
was on in the
Blobby
90s.
Because I feel like Americans are like, oh, what's Britain like? And it's like Bridgerton, and it's not. It's Blobby Dalek.
upstairs, downstairs, and then you just show them a picture of that, and just
There was
So like
a picture.
expectations reality.
Yeah, there was a picture going round of some Great Britain up in a picture, and I saw there was one of Stephen Fry walking a corgi outside of Buckingham Palace.
oh bloody.
that felt as British as you could possibly get.
Yeah, but there's also the one with the Union flag upside down taped to some wheelie bins saying "Way Brexit," and I feel like that's also Britain.
True.
The two faces of Britain.
sides.
Yeah, the two faces of Britain. Brilliant.
Before we go, we're going to go around everyone just see if you've got anything to plug, even if it is just your socials. So, Cosmic Cat, come to you first. Anything to plug?
My social media is at Cosmic Cat Comedy on Instagram, and I do have a gig coming up, but I can't remember what it is.
Many of us are in the same boat, so that's fine. That's fine. Leon/Chris, I've been calling you both all night, so I'm going to stick with that.
Go for it. So Leon Bukowski comedy. And also, if you still want more comedy, I've got a show coming up in about half an hour. Big World Small Talk. We have an Australian comedian on and a lovely comedian from down in Devon as well. But that's it.
Oh, John has just clarified. Cosmic Cat on the Lark Toll season 2 finale, 7 p.m. on May 23rd.
Oh,
nice.
The comments have your plugs.
Yeah.
He's got this. Steph.
I am doing George's show, Fun Night, next Saturday. So that's the thing. I've actually got a thing to plug that I'm doing. That never happens. My life is not empty. Thank you, George.
And I love the fact that you made it sound like the least fun thing in the world ever.
Fun night. It's a night of fun.
You made it sound like someone was making you read it out. You made it sound like one of those hostages things, with you. I really am.
I am very excited to be. I am very excited to be on George Coppen's Fun Night.
It's Fun Night is a good show. It is a good show, and I'm not saying that because he has dirt on me. Stu.
Oh, it's going to run me through this quick. I am one part of a group called the Alternative Cobra Meeting. We're on Facebook and we do 2 shows. We do a quiz on Friday nights. We do a show called the Feet and Ball Show just before Alex's show on Sundays. But this week on Tuesday, so tune in Tuesday. I'm also on Below the Belt tomorrow with Benny Shakes. And I'm if you like my shouty American, he'll be on a character comedians quiz run by Katie Hinken on Wednesday. And also, just a quick last shout out, I'm actually writing a radio show, which is now in post-production, starting hopefully with a release date at the end of the month, provisionally. Got the logo, and sick. It's called Keo and Maxi's Adventures in Everything. And it's just a weird sci-fi, if you like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, hopefully you might like this.
Adams vibes coming out of that.
Yeah, it's got a bit of it's like Hitchhikers, but meets Dr. Seuss, but meets My Own Weird Mind. So tune in for that if you get a chance. That details on that come very, very soon. So I thought I'd shout that out.
Nice. George Coppin, I'm at Steph's with a gun aimed at her head. That's why she keeps looking down. Oh yeah, I went there. Kitty, things to plug. Should we get the late stage ones up first?
Yeah, sure. So that's on Tuesday. I co-host with John Morris, who's been in the comments and on the Nokia tonight. Those are our upcoming headliners. There's also a gig-specific one for this Tuesday. That's also just upcoming headliners and more information about people.
Did I forget to put the other one up? I think I had it.
Possibly,
yeah.
It's fine.
Possibly.
We'll just zoom into the little 4th of May bit there that says Ishi Khan is headlining and a bunch of other cool people are performing, and it's new material and it's really cool, and reserve your tickets for free or pay what you feel right now on Eventbrite and Joke Pit, and like us on Facebook and all the other pluggy things for that. Late stage comedy with good fun. Follow us.
Yes, you do need that in your life.
Saturday the 8th, I am doing Pints of View with Frizz Frizzle. So we're going to be getting drunk and talking about the news. Then
Good.
What have I got? Monday the 10th, we are doing the Blizzard Comedy 2nd anniversary birthday special. So that'll be fun. 2nd birthday, 2 years of Blizzard Comedy, and we're going to be doing that. That'll be fun. What else have I got? I'm going to be doing a Social Distance Warriors deep dive on the CW's Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. If you haven't watched it, watch it on Netflix, and then we'll talk about that. And that'll be fun. And I'll just spend several hours geeking out about the best show on television. Yeah, that'll do for now. Lots of things. Follow me on Facebook, Kitty Messalina, and you will see the things I'm doing. What's the applause?
Because I think you did that in one breath. It was amazing.
Breathing for mortals.
Yeah, and I've got this impression of going like, are you going to miss lockdown? Because it seems like you're really busy.
I am significantly less busy now than I usually am. Like, I mean, any polyamorous person will show you a calico-coded Google Calendar that's just filled with lots of people's calendars and trying to mesh things together. But I'm always the one who's got like 6 to share, and it's like, guys, this is my comedy calendar. This is my personal calendar. So yeah,
nice.
I'm just busy as a person.
Okay, so is that everyone that's and are we being treated to a reflection of you being told something by your other half there, Leon? Yes, he's being muted, so that's yeah, that's never happened before.
They were dressed.
It's usually my daughter who's usually jumps on my head in the middle of one of these shows. So it's a change.
Awkward.
Nice. Nice. She's back in the kitchen again. She just pressed pause. It's a really tense bit of Line of Duty.
This is the post-show entertainment that's going to be going. We'll just keep watching.
Just get kicked out.
Okay, I have got everyone's plugs, haven't I? Because I missed Big D last week, and I felt as guilty as sin for that. So I do apologise, Big D. So that is it. Thanks again to all of my panel tonight: Leon, Steph, Stu, Cosmic Cat, and Kitty. Until next Sunday night, stay awkward.